Okay, we're going to go live here. I'm going to show you all what's happening. And let me go ahead and get the laptop set up and we'll get started. All right. First thing I want to do is get this cut out. So we'll do that. And this has already been done into, this is a HD stencil. So we started off with the HD stencil. And for those who don't know what an HD stencil is, I'll probably be showing you guys this a lot. But this is what we're working on. You cannot see it, but this is all the colors that I need. How I did came up with this. The picture, I can't remember where I found the picture at, but I love it. Has my favorite sport of hunting and everything. But it's a cool picture. But this is the HD stencil. I already did got got it all set up and did it all right there. Uh, the HD stencil. This is what they call an HD stencil. Um, let's see. This is all I do is take the HD stencil, place it on what you're going to paint on, and you see how it lines all up. And you just spray it, kind of like a silk screen in a way. So this is what a HD stencil. You put it on there, and you just shoot shoot your color down on there, black or whatever on there. And mine's illustration black that I shot on here. So this is where I started from the HD stencil. Sprayed on here. Now I got to spray the colors in and everything like that. And it's all set to go. And that's how we started on this project. Then I took it from here and I made copies of it. So I could cut these copies out and do my colors in without disturbing the other stuff on there. So now I have to take and cut. Now I have to take and cut this out to where I could shoot my colors on there. And that's how how I start out on this project. You can start any way you want. You could do with what you could do this in watercolor. You could just do paintbrush work or whatever. You don't have to make it this dark or whatever. Like I said, when you start off with the HD stencil, you could. I think you could even take the HD stencil and pound it with powder or something like that, or whatever paint, because it does. Like I said, with the acrylic, the Retex paint that I use, I shoot it on there. It comes out all right. Hi there. Hi, Silva. Uh, so like I said, the HD stencil works really. It's really nice, and you can look up their website, and all you do with them, uh, they get your, they get it from there, get it from this onto the paper. Uh, you, you send them a photo of the picture that you want to do on a piece of paper. You send them a picture and they'll charge you for it, but you, and then you can do whatever you want. You can send them whatever photo you want, and they'll make a HD stencil out of it. And it's really cool to do it. I mean, if you find a picture that you really like and you like to do a painting yourself, this is how you could go about doing that. And it's really cool to do it this way. Uh, I'm not even sure if this is one of the paintings that or picture from AI or not. I'm not 100% sure, but it's like I say, you can make do the painting. It's like color in a way, but we're going to be coloring with Cretex paint in that. So it's like I take the original picture and then I like color it in myself, and it's really it's easy, but it's still artwork. It's your artwork that you're doing for it. So right now, like I said, I have it all on a paper, a yellow paper I made copies on. Because I took that and made the copy on this paper. So now I could go ahead and color the area that I want to color in so I don't mess up the other areas. I just cut out the area that I want colored in. And we're going to work on a couple of different areas. And this is how I go about going after different things. And I got a Zacto knife, and so I cut out what I want to color in. And if you have any questions, go ahead and put it down. I'll try to answer it. If I can't answer it, I apologize. Morning, Steve. If I can't answer it, right there's the man that can answer questions. How's Steve doing today? You're up early. And Steve, we're starting off with the HD stencil. I set all this up beforehand. During the week, I did I did all this up. I used on the paper. I used the Autobond sealer. Then I sprayed the white over it. I could have used or I did spray the Autobond sealer white, and then I sprayed my black really lightly on this. But right now, I'm cutting out little areas, like I said, for the first colors that I want to use on the painting. I'm going to start with the sky first. Good morning, Dan. And each piece that I take off, cut off of here, I always save my pieces. And some of these areas of this, as I go along, some of these branches and leaves and that, I'm not worried about because I could go over and paint them in some of the branches. But I'll leave a big chunk of it to get me to where I need to go later on. Oh, okay, Dan. Getting out on the motorcycle. I think it was you who goes out on the bike. And at this stage, you do not have to worry about precise cut. For me, I don't worry about a precise cut uh, because later on I could come back and tighten everything down a little bit better. I want this branch. From what I see, it does curve off. Okay, it must have been heck, I can't think of his name right now. You know what? That tree, that tree. What is this one? Curves up. Let's probably go this way more. It doesn't matter. Must be Dave that goes out on the bike a lot. Dave the bug. This was so much to get ready here on this. Like I said, during the week I went ahead and got it all set up. I got 7 more weeks of work life. Then they paid me to stay away from work. Or if they call me in on special missions and that, which will be my time, and they'll have to pay double. Tell you, the pollen, man. Sometimes that pollen is unforgivable. That's that. You guys see how I'm cutting it? That's good. So that's the cool thing about this part, cutting these out. Even though I don't have the magnets that go all the way down to some of these branches size, I'm going to cut them out anyway. If there's overspray that get on some of these area, the branches, overspray gets in the area of the branches of that. I'll have this on there, but then if I spray and some of the overspray gets underneath of it, I'm not worried about it as much. I'm just leaving them on there. So if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At least I'll have that piece up there. Good morning, Patty. And that's the way I'm thinking about on it. When you do cut out like branches and stuff like that, if it's if you cut it out and you put it on there, if you get overspray underneath, at least you had it covered up a little bit. Doesn't necessarily have to be fully protected, because you come back later on with your paintbrush and that, you can put the rest in. At least you'll have a guideline of that area. This is going to go down to right about across the deer's back in a way. I go straight down to, because I'm right now I'm concentrating on where I'm going to shoot the blue and have the bushes down there. I'm not minding the overspray coming along. All right, so that's that. That'll come off here. That comes up. Where am I stuck at? There. Now we'll come across where the deer is. And just circle around this area. I'm going to try to save deer's tail a little bit. I ain't gonna worry about his antlers as much right now. But I do want his ears. I just gotta be careful when I spray the paint around where his antlers are. Got a nice rack on him. He'd definitely be a shooter. We're gonna come all the way down his body. Right about. Right about that area. Yeah, I hope it's metal, not plastic. 1970s. With the wings on the back of it. That's cool one to do. Super B. Yes. All right. That's a cool one. I love the 70. The 70 vehicles are always nice. And I seen a picture. And maybe you could do it to it. I'll give you an idea. As where I know how, Patty, you like how you like doing the little figurines and that. Is have a person sitting on the trunk lid and using the top wing as a plate area to have them sit on the trunk and their legs crossed over and have that wing sitting up there like that. So you had the person coming down this, you had the person coming down this way, and their legs going down, sitting on that trunk lid like that, and then we're across the top of it, and people have food across there. It was so funny when I seen that. It's like they were saying all the Japanese import with them wings on there. They had it like that. That was so funny because they like the Subarus and stuff like that. They had the wings on the car. And it looks good. It probably looked good for a display and that. All right, we got that. Now, now I gotta bring this to me. So enjoy the ride. There you go. We're locked in. Got that all set up. Now we'll just set this up here. My deer's covered up. Uh, right where everything's at. That perfectly lines up. Bring it down just a hair. It down a little bit more. Uh oh, I had it lined up. Now I messed it up. I want the deer to line up the most. I might have cut it shabby. That's all right. It's a bristle paper. All right, that's good. Over here, this painting is I got it so big on here that I made the painting bigger than I really needed to. Let's put this one in here. Dave, there you are. Not out on the bike this morning. All right, give me a couple of these magnets. I like it like that. We're gonna go with it. Oh, in the airport in Boston, as Steve would say, Boston. See, I can. Maybe I'll put that up top. Yeah, you be safe. I was watching Tim's feed the other day, or they were talking about the phone of the picture that he's doing, and he mentioned the next telephones, and I was thinking back when I had to work at the airport, Reagan National. Well, between Reagan National and Dulles Airport, because we were doing the fiber optics at them places. And the next telephones we were using, and one person to be at one end and one person to be at the other end. And we had, we were doing, like I said, the fiber optics, and our phrase was we had to shoot the fiber. So, and the shoot it meant it's shooting the red laser light through it, so you can see it at the other end. And our phrase was shoot it. And at the airport, when you're like that and you say something like that, it sets off alarms and that. So that's all we could say was shoot it every time. And but nothing happened. But that was our phrase. We had to say it. Shoot it. And I think back now, if you say that phrase when we were doing it, it didn't bother that much then. Plane isn't leaving 3 hours after I was supposed to. Oh yeah, straight shot. I love doing straight shot. I haven't really been up in plane. Only plane I've been up in, always been, is the four seaters. No commercial. I haven't did a commercial plane. I've been fortunate enough on that. Ah man. All right, we'll put this piece of paper right there. That gives that. That'll cover that up. Give it another magnet. Put that there. I need another piece to protect what I have over here. Really, let's take that one off. Let's put this piece over here. I want that to be loose. I know what I'll do. Part of the job. I guess that's a good part of the job. I don't know. Some of the airports are, I guess, all right. Reagan National Dulles, they were a trip. Let's do this. Because I ain't going to get down here too much. I shouldn't be anywhere close to being down here. Well, really, I do need to get down there a little bit more. But I want this to go back as far as possible. I just want it in there for now. I'll just put you there for now. There. Yeah, we done Dallas, Reagan National. We did a lot of different areas with that fiber optics. That's when the fiber optics just came out. Alright. See how they're flimsy, but it ain't gonna matter. But like I said, with these pieces that I cut off of this, I want to save them. So I'll put them to the side. Like I said, this is my HD stencil. I had makeup, but when I'm ready to shoot it again, I'll have it. Yeah, ain't they? I mean, you could blow that. That's a gate. It helps your artwork out a lot if you want to really get into it. And it's pretty cool that you could do this kind of artwork on a T-shirt or a sweater or something like that. You just got to spray it thin to go on them. All right, now I got to figure out what paint color to use. Right now, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to shoot some blue in there. Shoot the blue really lightly in there. Or I could go in with the white. Do the clouds up first and then shoot the blue. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do the white first. Get both of Tim's brushes. You have Tim's brushes going. Take one up top, one down the bottom. Move that out of the way. And we're just going to shoot the illustration white first. Did you fly into what is it? The one here in Maryland, Thurgood Marshall Airport. I think it's I forget how they pronounce it. And that's over with. My F1's over with. They've had practice 3. Been so long since I did fiber optics and that. I don't even know if I know how to go to Reagan National and that. I know it was a bummer with the traffic wise. 695 and 495, 395. That traffic was terrible. You had to be there a certain part of the morning to get there on time. Alright. Good thing I sprayed it. Alright. Spray some little clouds. Just enough to give you some. Get some of the blue shift, it doesn't matter. Yeah, just some of the air. Go in here a little bit with the white. There. That's it. Now we go in with the blue. Ah, yeah. It'd be nice for me to have a studio, and that's why I'm looking forward to retirement. Is try to get this stuff going. Gives me plenty of time to work on it, and then the summertime. But had to remember to take it easy also. All right, that's it for the clouds. Now we come in with the blue. That was the illustration white. Now we're going to do the wicked daylight blue on the clouds. Yep. Let's use a mixer on this. I don't think I have any of it mixed up. Can't remember the last time I had any mixed up. Oh, I do got some mixed up. Nope, that ain't no good. I don't think I could bring this back to life or not. Eh, it might be good. Alright, I'll be right back. Gotta use the boys' room. Alright, let's get this brush going. I think I got enough. Yeah, I still got a lot of a lot of things at work to bring on home. I need to get a cabinet. Or I might take the cabinet from work and just bring it home because it, or just go out and buy a cabinet. Let's see. I dump that in there. We're gonna reduce. Got to reduce this down a little bit. I don't want it too strong. I mean, too thick. I want it nice and thin. That'll work. I don't know what I used this on the last time. That was pretty good. Perfect. All right. What was that one? This one just has a little bit over here. That's good. Now, I'm still going to get a little bit of shift on the white, but that's all right. I would take the white back over it a little bit, give it the clouds. There. Good, just like that. So now we'll do this. Take this off of here. Yeah, release. Release, mommy duck. Keep you on there. That's what we got as a background so far. See, that'll get darker. The antlers will get darker than that. And I could shoot some white. Uh, I'll have that filled up with the trees and that and everything. With like a light haze going across there. But these will still be popping up. I'll have different things popping up there. Uh, that'll stay the same right there. But if I took an eraser and went across the top, let's see what we got. Let's see what. I ain't worried about that. All this will be cut off later on. But I can still come in here and just lighten it up a little bit. That's basically it right there, like that. Come in and fix the. Let me grab this white a little bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't want to go over that. There you go. That's basically it for just the background. for that far away place. And like I said, I'll come in, I'll do a little bit more touch up there and there. Just keep you just keep playing with it a little bit, and it'll come out. Let me see. Just use the tools that you have. Let's do stuff like this. And this area is going to be you see what I mean by the branches coming out different areas. There you go. That's just the background a little bit. It's by watching other people do their work. But now, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get to work on him too. Get to work on all this. Uh, my next color I should use going to be I'm going to do some yellow also. I want to do some of that. And then, uh, like I said, I'll do some of the tall grass going that way. Some of the tall grass going that way. I think I'm going to go ahead and do my yellow next. I'll do the yellow in here, do the yellow on part of his stuff, his hat, do the yellow in here a little bit, just a little bit on the ground, some areas, and then I'll come in with the brown, stuff like that. Let's keep playing around as you go along. Let me do the white, add the yellow. Let's go with the add the yellow. Yellow is a major color also when you're doing this. Welcome back, Steve. Let's see, we're just gonna, I got the white in here, it's the illustration white. Now I'll just add the yellow to it, straight out of the bottle. It'll make it lighter, and that ain't gonna matter to me. Let me just add a little bit of the 4021. Steve, how you been liking the 4021? I know you probably done a lot of painting since the last we heard you opened it up. I don't have one. All right. Where's my paper at? So now we're coming in with the yellow. We're going to do some yellow around a lot of different things. Uh, yeah, I've been using it and I have, I love it. It's not making the paint super thin and it's not super thick. It's been perfect right on. I think it's probably a good thing for people just starting out. And that I think it's been some good paint for that. For you new artists, I think it's really going to help them out a lot using the 4021 because it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't make it super thick and it doesn't make it super thin. So we're just gonna cover this branch up a little bit. I just want a little bit of the yellow in here. We're gonna dust some up in here. Go across the deer a little bit. There. Now I want a little bit on his hat. This is going to be like a lighter brown, but we want a little bit of yellow in it. I don't know what this thing is he's got there. The old timer. I say old timer, but he might be the same age as me. There. Yellow on the hat. Good. Yeah, I think that's good there. Deer's good. Now with that same blue, I can do his jeans up a little bit. You know what? I need that yellow on his hat right there too. Yeah. Can't just do spots here and there. There. Like I said, now come in with that blue a little bit and do his jeans up. Stencil. We'll go with this one. Now, where's my eraser? What did I do with it? You just come in and just tap it up a little bit. Just give the folds a little bit of texture to them. Once I come in with the brown, There you go. That's your jeans. That's your jeans. Blend it together. your hat's the same way. I gotta, like I said, I gotta do the darker brown on the hat, but we just get it in a little bit. With 4 orders of hash browns, they must be good. And while you're at it, you get me a sausage, double egg, and bacon on wheat toast. Oh man, you gotta come to Maryland, Steve. They even got the one they I don't know if they still do or not, but they got a place. It's a country buffet. All you can eat breakfast. And I mean, they even have the melted cheese, stuff like that there to you serve yourself. And then they have their lunch specials, and that could be anywhere from chicken all the way up to I think they had shrimp and all that there too. Shrimp and crab cakes. Plus, we got one place close by here called Pappas. Best crab cake in Maryland. And I mean, it's definitely a crab cake that you would like. It's the size of a softball. If you like crab cake, come to Maryland. Then you get your baked potato and sauerkraut. Astro, how you doing? Well, you too, Patty. You have a great, fantastic day. And thank you for coming on by. Hit that like button on your way out. Of course, I know you'll do that anyway. I'll be right back. holding your differential, you've got these carrier bearings, and these will fit right onto the carrier bearings, and it helps brace everything once again when you're putting power to the ground. So in order to loosen it, it's got a lock nut onto it, and you can go ahead and then turn it in and out. So if you look on the inside, we'll just press it, just pops the cover right off. It's really easy to do. Without this, then you've got to go ahead and you've got to try to work the cap it to get it out. To make sure that we don't leak in the future, we're going back to the gasket. Anytime you guys can put a gasket on your differential, buy a gasket, put it on. Don't use glue, unless they don't have a gasket for your application. And then put it on dry. And that's the other thing. Make sure you get all of the glue, the silicone, whatever they're using to seal it out. Otherwise, you put it under the gasket and you have a possibility of forming a leak. So take your time, clean it, chase the threads, open everything up. You got the tightening cover. Make sure you do the star pattern. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, $5 off the top line. One of the little tricks, remember when you're assembling this, you have rubber, make sure you put lube on it, it makes it a lot easier.
Thank you, Astro.
Gasket on it, put it all together, no leaks. And we filled it up through the side where the actual shaft goes into. You can have to type with this little guide, help you stuff in. Yeah, fluid went in there. So that's very nice. And next we're going to do is the window. We're going to change out the window. And you guys out there, if you want to become technicians, we really need your help.
Kryptonite. Yeah, you have to watch it on your cholesterol on that stuff too. Breakfast.
Join us on the next Motor Week when we take out the third pedal without removing the thumb in the Toyota CR Corolla.
I found a good place that serves the sausage and the gravy mixed together, really good chunks of sausage in it. That's the place I'm looking for. Over biscuits, white gravy. That's the one thing I love to get. All right. Did that. Let's do some brown. Brown or do uh with the yellow I could add the red to it. Or not. We'll add this the burnt sienna with the yellow. How's that sound, guys? Or do I have the yellow in the cup? I don't know if I have the yellow in the cup or not. Because I added the blue. Yeah, I still got the yellow in the cup. Would be good. We had white. We see. You notice how I'm doing it. How I'm doing it. I had white in here.
I add the yellow to it. Now I'm going to add the burnt sienna to it. See, I work my way up to the darker colors in a way. But I got plenty of yellow in here. Can you see it? Yeah, I got plenty of yellow. But we're going to add the burnt sienna to it. Take my stick, stir it around. It comes up with this color. So I keep doing it this way, and it keeps filling the cup up higher and higher. That's why I like the bigger cups. So now you'll get we'll go to the deer first with my stencil. You know what? I'm grabbing another stencil. Yeah. I'll grab this stencil. How long is the needle? Long enough to get check your blood sugar. Yeah. That should turn the air pressure down.
That's good. There it is. Just give deer a little bit of color. All right. Let's get into his jacket a little bit. Do his collar up a little bit.
Notice how I'm doing this, why it's still a little wet. It doesn't matter. It gives it some texture. You could give it some shape. And then if you want, you come right back over it with your paintbrush a little bit. I haven't taken no allergy medicine yet. Just dust it a little bit more. There you go on that side. Now we'll go get the other side.
There you go with that. To me, it comes along fast. It's just a matter of staying in it. I mean, the HD stencil makes things super fast. And you know that, Steve. I mean, now I can switch up colors and go on more. I don't know how long I've been on here. Oh my gosh, I've been on here too long. I don't know if people like being on here this long, but I thank you all for coming on by. Hit that like button, do all that jazz, and we got a good jump on this thing to get today. Like I said, I'm going to have to do some other colors. I want to do some more brown and that. We might do some other color, do some more color on the sweater or whatever. He's fleece sweater. He's hunting in good weather. uh, but I thank you all for coming on by, and you all have a fantastic day and enjoy yourself and don't let nobody mess it up. Go eat your nice. It's almost lunchtime now. It's been fun. It's been a blast. And like I say, thank you all for coming on by. Hit that like and subscribe. And this is the HD stencil. And that's all it is. It started from this HD stencil. I don't know which way it was. It was one of them ways up on here. But started off with the HD stencil, and this is where we're at. And let's see. Oh, here it is. It's this way. HD stencil, and just do that. And that's good. I ain't sponsored by HD stencil or nobody like that, but that's how it works. You go crazy on it and everything like that. So, like I said, thank you all for coming on by, and I'll be doing a feed tomorrow morning. I don't know what time, but y'all enjoy, and Enjoy your day and hope nobody messes it up. Bye.